Well, it is over in Glendale, a Super Bowl many will not soon forget. Super Bowl 49 comes down to literally the final seconds, and the New England Patriots outlast the Seattle Seahawks by the final score of 28-24. It is a game football fans will be talking about for a long, long time, especially in Seattle, where they are none too happy with their coaching staff tonight. But Tom Brady wins his fourth Super Bowl, his third Super Bowl MVP. Brady joining the ranks of Terry Bradshaw and Joe Montana as four-time Super Bowl winners. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back live to Glendale. Tim Ring outside University of Phoenix Stadium, where again the Patriots tonight defeat the Seahawks 28-24, the final score in Super Bowl 49. Let's take you to raw 3TV video, ground-level video, shot by our sports photographer John Gustafson at the end of the game as the Seahawks made a final minute charge to try to win this sucker. How about Jermaine Kearse, the juggling catch to get the Seahawks down around the 5-yard line, and then from there, Seattle with four opportunities to give the ball to Marshawn Lynch. They decide to throw the ball on second down, and it's intercepted by Malcolm Butler, and chaos. Well, he cemented it among the greatest of all time. I mean, if you want to credit Joe Montana for being the greatest because of the 4 Super Bowl wins, Terry Bradshaw had a great defense and a lot of Hall of Famers around him, but you have to now put Brady in that conversation as a top 5 quarterback. The genius of Tom Brady tonight was pretty much his career in microcosm. Nothing flashy, nothing spectacular, no deep balls. He just constantly got the football where it needed to be, constantly making the right decisions. And with his team down by 10 points in the fourth quarter, Tom Brady never panicked. He brought his team down on 2 long drives, and in the end, it looked like he was going to get beat again on another ridiculous catch for the 3rd consecutive Super Bowl, but not on this night, as Tom Brady is able to capture that 4th Super Bowl and his 3rd MVP. Let's hear. That's a great Tom Brady there. Nobody talking about deflated footballs on this night. You know, Brady, I'll tell you this, 2 miraculous catches now from being 6-0 in Super Bowl play. So yeah, is Tom Brady one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever live? You better believe he is. We're going to take a quick... Tyler, yeah, that's Seahawks coach Pete Carroll taking the blame for that one. Now, a couple things about the Seahawks offense. Darrell Bevell, the offensive coordinator, makes the play calls. Now, Pete Carroll hears those calls in his headset, and everything happens real quick, but Carroll does have the opportunity to veto the call there. But Carroll knows, I mean, he's not an idiot, that they screwed up there. There's no question about it. Whether or not you have Marshawn Lynch or any running back on your football team, in that situation, too much of a risk to throw the football. It's second down. You got to score a touchdown. So you have 3 opportunities to punch it in from the half-yard line. When you factor in that you have Marshawn Lynch, and look, you're going to hear a lot of people throw out some stats that Marshawn Lynch had 5 carries from the 1-yard line this entire season, and he only scored 1 touchdown. Don't let that sway you. At that point, even if you don't get in on second down, you force Belichick and the Patriots to burn another timeout. And then if you don't get in on third down, you have a timeout to burn yourself. So to risk a turnover in that situation with a quick slant route that allowed Malcolm Butler to jump the slant and pick off the pass is mind-boggling. Darrell Bevell will never live that down as an offensive coordinator. There's no... All right, Tim Ring back live in Glendale. We've brought you a lot of Seahawks stories all week. This one might be my favorite. Seattle's Will Tukuafu is one of 16 children. He's had to scrap for everything he's gotten his entire life. His road to the NFL was long and winding, but it included a stop right here in the Valley that turned out to be quite important in more ways than one.
This is where I started playing football. I went to Scottsdale Community College right down the way, and loved it.
Yep, a 293-pound Seahawk force of nature used to be a teenage artichoke at Scottsdale Community College, dreaming of a career in the NFL.
It was a goal, but my biggest thing from coming here was to make sure I got my associate's degree and had an opportunity to go play in a Division I level school. That
school was Oregon. After that, NFL practice squads, and then finally Seattle. Tukuafu's solution for sticking: play fullback really well and play defensive line really well. Oh yeah, Tukuafu is a rare two-way player.
They ask you whatever you can do, you say, yes, coach, I can do it. And then you go read up on trying to figure out how you can accomplish that the next day. My wife helps me out a lot. She'll make flashcards for me at home, and and we'll go over things.
Tukuafu's wife is Crystal, who happens to hail from Gilbert, Arizona. The Tukuafu family is a constant presence, helping Seattle's needy.
I wouldn't be here without those around me, my family, my friends, my wife and kids, and so the credit goes to them. I try to share with other people as my blessing is their blessing, and my success is their success.
You see, Doug Baldwin said, "This is so great being back in the Super Bowl. It is like a real-life movie." So I wanted to find out, what if they actually made a movie about the Seattle Seahawks? Who would play the main characters? We went in search of answers. If they made an actual movie, what actors would play the main characters? Are you a movie guy?
A little bit. I'm not good with names, though.
Well, too bad. You're going to do the interview anyway. Let's start with the coach, Pete Carroll.
Pete Carroll. Let's go with Russell Crowe.
That's not bad. That's not bad. They came up with Richard Gere.
That's really good. That's a great lookalike.
bad, right?
Yeah, that's pretty good. It's a great lookalike.
You had to look at make sure which one was coach, didn't you? Who could play Richard Sherman?
Richard Sherman, just a big personality like Wesley Snipes.
8 Mile Mackay Pike.
Oh, no.
No, that's no good? Shot down by Marcus. Who's going to play Marshawn Lynch? And we went outside the box on our casting call for this one.
Okay.
We're going to go with Bane.
Wow. With the mask.
With the mask, right?
Okay.
Bane, right?
That's perfect.
That's perfect, right? It's one Russell Wilson.
Like a young Tom Cruise.
A young Tom Cruise wouldn't be bad. We went with Bruno Mars. I don't know.
Bruno Mars.
I don't know if Russell's going to like that.
Bruno Mars is a good-looking guy.
All right, and the last guy now, Cam Chancellor. I'm not sure. Cam might just demand to play himself, and nobody's going to tell him any differently. We thought Godfrey, the comedian. Who would you want to play you? Denzel?
Yeah, why not?
A young Ron Howard off the top of my head.
A young Ron Howard would probably be a good one.
I don't know, maybe LL Cool J.
Okay, that works. I don't. Yeah, all these guys say Denzel Washington. They all say Denzel Washington. Nobody says Urkel.